So if you are from, can you please clear out the locker room if you played in the last game? Hey, you guys, yes. Pittsburgh and Austin, if you haven't cleaned out your dressing rooms, please do so. Again, Pittsburgh, if you haven't removed your stuff from the tent, please remove it so that the next team can proceed to their locker room, their locker tent.
It says URL and stream key are missing.
I don't know the technology.
No, I don't either. So if I hit
How do we do this?
stop recording, start or stop?
Hello, hello. Jam burglar to the announcer's table. Jam burglar to the announcer's table. Well, don't get sassy with me.
I'm sorry, Pinky. I was working on technology. One of my 5 different jobs today.
You're a technology. See with me.
I will get sassy with whoever I want. I guess I won't be announcing tomorrow.
Welcome to game number second to last of Dawn of the Derby Part 2. My name is Case of the Mondays. And we are starting Disorder versus Lane County Concussion.
Looks like
Kevinator.
Kevinator versus
Kevinator is lead jammer.
Kevinator versus Don Juan the Devastator. Kevinator is out with lead.
969 out on a direction. 6-9, Don Juan out of the pack. Kevinator is shrugged off, but gets through the inside line and calls off the jam for a 4-point lead.
So I don't think we announced the roster, so we'll start with the Lane County Concussion. Number 13, Photobomb. Number 1337, The Riot. Number 16, Juke. Number 167, Atom Splitter. Number 23, Showtime. Number 3624, OMG Becky? Beaky?
OMG Becky.
Number 50, Hot Fuzz. Number 60, Loose Wheel. Number 69, Don Juan the Devastator. Number 711, Freckleinator. And number 969, Cutthroat Cali.
Disorder's jammer pushing against the pack. Lane County. Both jammers finding themselves immersed in a blocking shape, unable to break through at present. That's some really tight tripods going there as both jammers battling to break on through. Some offensive help from the Lane County pivot. Jammer 167 still stuck in the pack.
Both these jammers are definitely fighting some tough walls.
And it looks like it is a power jam for Disorder as Lane County Concussion jammer gets called for what I believe is a back block. And Disorder jammer is out for lead. Almost 1 minute into the jam, about 50 seconds.
And it looks like Disorder's number 0 goes off on the forearm.
And number 55 going to the penalty box.
This is really hard when I can't hear myself talk. Like, we should just get rid of the speaker. So,
A star pass has occurred and 167. I'm sorry, it has not occurred. I know I can predict the future, and number 50 gets the star,
And they call off the jam.
but not enough time to get through and score any points. But Lane County will start with Disorders Jammer in the box on a power jam. Playing for Disorder, we have number 0 is 0, number 09, Mr. Nitro, number 19, Star Predator, number 20, Kevinator. To be continued. And Lane County Jammer bursts out of the pack. That is number 16, Juke for lead jammer.
And Juke comes around and meets that tough Disorder wall.
Number 69 to the box on what I believe is the direction of gameplay. If I saw the signals correctly, Lane County for lead and calls off the jam with a score of 4 points to 0.
Looks like Disorder or Lane County getting 4 points on that jam. That brings our score to 7-4. A lot of close games this weekend.
Continuing with Disorders roster, number 23, Soul, SOL, number 29, Darko, 53, Davido Desu, 55, Lerba Bamala. And it looks like Don 1 is out for a lead jammer from Lane County. On his tail is number 75, Bicho.
And number 69, Don Juan, calls off the jam.
And call the police because some points have been stolen.
It's still a 4-point game. This is anybody's game. We're 24.5 minutes left. And we're off. Number 16 for Lane County. Number 20 for Disorder are jammers. It's going to be Juke for Lane County and Kevinator for Disorder.
And number 16, Juke breaks out of the pack for Lane County as lead jammer. Kevinator still fighting to get through the pack.
Looking around Kevinator back a little bit.
And on their
looks
second
like Kevinator's
pass,
meeting a tough Lane County pair of blockers. And they have to let him go.
Kevinator number 20 gets out as it looks like we have a power jam for Kevinator, giving them an opportunity to score some points. Kevinator trying to break through that duo wall and does so, scoring 4 points. And Disorder trying to get some offense and make some quick moves. And Kevinator is through for another 4-point pass.
And they're going to run Juke back. Caught a slippy piece of the floor.
Lane County's jammer is out of the box and looking to get through. Up against a really intense tripod. Trying to squeeze through those butts, get some offense from number 60. That would be a loose wheel.
And Jamets. So it's an 8. It was a 10-3 jam. And Disorder is starting to score some real points, building a nice lead in the game.
Oh, there was no tablets.
Oh, I both jammers fighting for lead on turn 1 in a scrummy situation, but it looks like Don Juan, number 6-9, is out for lead. Number 5-5 from Disorder, Yarabamala, if I'm pronouncing that right, trying to get out of the pack and does so.
It was a nice bit of footwork by number 5-5 for Disorder to get through that pack.
Number 5-5, if I'm looking at the sheet correctly and pronouncing it right, Larbamala. If that's an L and not an I hope. If so, or if not, I apologize. Number 6, Kill V Main. Number 6-9, Party Boy. Number 7-5, Nahal. Number 8, Perversa. 8-3, Ixtel. Number 9, Nitifoka.
Both jammers fighting into their respective blockers, and number 13 for Lane County gets out as lead. Number 7-5 Disorder, he gets out as well. They get out as well.
Bicho with some fancy footwork and juking gets out, not lead. Number 1-3 getting told by his team to call off, but Bicho does manage to sneak in 1 point.
I will be right back.
Number 6 jamming for Disorder against number, that would be 1-6 for Lane County as lead jammer. That would be Juke. And Juke does so for 4 points. Number 2-3, Soul, going to the penalty box for a back block. Juke through for another 4 points for Lane County. Looking for some offensive help from their blocker, but not before getting hit out by number 0. Number 0, who is 0.
Looks like we might have a little bit of discussion in the middle of the track.
We got avocado. She's not extra at all.
Muchos fans on Disorder, I'm sorry if I cannot read all your comments, as they are many, but very supportive of Disorder.
Looks like we're going to have an official review.
So we have Cholarola with the fire emoji. So Cholarola sends a fire emoji. Not sure to who, but fire emoji from Cholarola on the Twitch feed.
It looks like the official review is being done by Lane County. While we're in the official review, just a couple shout outs. Thank you to all of the volunteers that made this possible. There's a lot of us.
Cholarola says, Yo ve y tengo chingos preguntas. Please no swearing on Twitch because I don't know all the Spanish swear words and I don't want to get in trouble for unintentionally saying any. Casella OC says, Vamos, Val. Cholarola says, oh. Discoa Seteca says, Vimos, mi kiwi, eres grande, mi chiquita. Thank you, Cholarola. Gracias. Waspy1337 says, Vamos, kibi y darko.
That's what they're asking right now. Double check.
I said a couple times, just like joking about it up here, and Roman was like,
Disorder. This is Disorder's second bout of the day. Same with Lane County. It's a long day of derby, so
I appreciate you because nobody's done
teams have a lot of stamina and a lot of endurance.
it. Happens.
It's especially difficult for them to play in the morning or early afternoon and then play, sit for a while, then play again late afternoon and evening. Not an easy thing to do.
Exactly.
And then again tomorrow. Any pre-workout companies on Twitch looking for a team to sponsor? Hit us up.
Give it to me.
I have experience.
Alexna says, Vamos Disorder. Am I correct that Vamos means go?
3.5 minutes.
Cholarola says, Bad Bunny is pre-workout.
Me, I don't necessarily have as knowledge as you do as a ref. So you explaining.
Okay, and we are back on after a slight delay.
Stabilize.
And Kevinator is out for lead. No, not so fast because one of Lane County's blockers gets them out. Getting some resistance from 7-Eleven on Lane County. That would be Frecklenator. Okay, now I can confirm Kevinator is lead. Gets through on the outside line, battling again right now for the inside. Knocked out by a trio of Lane County blockers. And manages to tiptoe through that inside line. Gets up and gets going.
I'm not.
Kevinator pushing through for their second pass. And
Kevinator
Kevinator
slipping
is
by
through for
on the
4 points.
outside line.
And number 16, Juke. Lane County getting through.
It's hard. 40 seconds.
Still a close game. It looks like Disorder at 30 points, Lane County at 28 points. All the games today have been very exciting because they've all been very close. There hasn't really been anybody running away with the score. Makes for a great weekend derby. I can't handle the suspense.
Waspy1337 says Baboni. I don't know if that's some reference to Bad Bunny. I'm Gen X. I'm trying my best, okay? Can't keep up with the pop culture references. And Disorder's Jammer is battling against number 969, but does get lead.
Number 167, Adam Splitter for Lane County having a tough time with Disorder's Wall.
Party Boy.
Looks like Zero is going off forward direction. And Lane County's getting back with the blockers from the box. Star pass. For Lane County, the Riot is now the jammer. And Disorder calls it off.
A party boy calls it off, but too late to stave off the other jammer on Lane County from scoring points. Como se dice calling off the jam in Espanol? Please tell me.
Letting people know that kitchen here closes at 8.
I've just received news that the kitchen and the pub upstairs does close at 8 o'clock. Once again, the kitchen up here for the arena closes at 8 o'clock. So just be mindful of that if you're looking to get a last minute bite to eat.
Don Juan, number 69, slides through the pack, getting lead. Bicho gets hit out pretty hard from Lane County's blockers. Didn't see who had the hit out on that. Bicho manages to get through. Don Juan battling through the pack.
And it looks like Don Juan is going off for a forearm.
Don Juan.
So that's going to be a power jam for Disorder. But Disorder, Bicho for Disorder is struggling with that wall, and it looks like he's getting out. They put on a lot of pressure on that pass.
Bicho having some nice matrix moves there on the outside line on that pass before. Sneaking on the inside line for a quick 4 points. Bicho pushing through a tight tripod, getting knocked out on the outside. Don Juan is back on the track, battling a tight diamond. He's getting knocked around like a pinball, but keeps going.
Anybody want to play pinball? Because that's what it looks like out here on the track, as Queso said. Sometimes it's like pinball, sometimes it's like Tetris with these walls. Bicho with another 4 points. He's coming right. Right now he's up 12-0 on the run with this jam. And the jam gets caught off.
If I'm trying to shout out people that made the stream possible, but that player is on bomb. I'm in Barcelona.
Currently Disorder with 46, Lane County with 36. All of these games today have had super tight scores. Can we get a sponsorship from Lisinopril? Because my blood pressure is high right now.
I just want to take a moment as well to shout out someone on the stream, or who made the stream possible. The Riot from Lane County actually brought his camera so that we would have a better quality stream. So thanks, bud.
Nitro, I wish you'd be a little more enthusiastic at these games.
Hey, Nitro, do you want to announce? Because you have the. Well, actually, he doesn't even need a microphone to announce. He'll just scream everything.
I just wish he'd be
I sound like a stuttering fool.
enthusiastic. Come on, Nitro.
Nitro, Nitro, Nitro.
Cholarola says, Poder Bicho. Alexa says, Bicho tata, or ta. Gracielo, si, eso Davido. Disco Zatika, Jaha Balexna.
And with that whistle, it looks like we're going to be back to the action. And another official timeout. Looks like for some track maintenance, keeping that track good. It looks like Zora. Thank you, Zora. Nitro. We need to take about 20% off the top there, bud. We're back to the action. It looks like 13 for Lane County against 2-0 for Disorder. And it's like Kevinator is out for lead.
Lane County's jammer trying to get out of the pack, still fighting. It's number 1-3.
And Photobomb fighting that tough Disorder wall. Looks like Kevinator just ran in the wall with Disorder. Very tight wall.
And Kevinator,
Nope, Kevinator got pushed out to the inside and is being drawn back. Run.
almost spoke too soon. Okay, wait, what direction are we going again? I got confused there. Okay.
I thought they switched directions every. Oh no, that was my idea in a Facebook chat. Never mind.
Oh. Number 13. Popping off blockers.
Kevinator calling off the jam after scoring 8 points. So right now we are sitting at a score of 54 to 36 with about 11 and a half minutes left in the half.
YF440, Let's Go Disorder. Disco Zateca, Bicho Va Con Todo. And also, oh, that's one word that's hard to say. If you split it up, I could do it, but that's like a 20-letter word.
Looks like we got Juke for Disorder and
How do you say letter blah, blah, blah?
Irbamala for Disorder. Irbamala is out front. Nice work on that apex. Little hop on the apex to score a lead jammer.
Looked like Yerba Mala was dancing the tango with the one blocker there.
If you've just joined us on Twitch and are wondering about roller derby, there is 5 skaters on each team. Four blockers and one jammer. The jammer is the only one who can score points.
And
If the
Duke
jammer
is
gets through the wall first, they will become lead, and it gives them some advantages. If the lead jammer does go to the box, they lose said advantages. And we're calling off the jam.
Yerba Mala calls off the jam.
No.
Do you think that was good for Derby 101?
It looks like an L like that.
It's on that 5 seconds means we're about to get started again. It looks like 1337, the Riot for Lane County, and 8. Who's number 8? Who's number 8? Perversa 4.
And number
Disorder.
1,
Looks like the Riot gets out first.
7.
Pervasive stuck in the wall.
The Riot gets through as lead jammer, calling for some offense. Gets a little bit. And a little bit is maybe enough. I'm not sure. Yes, a little bit is enough and gets through. And
Nice.
jammer on jammer action, knocking Disorder's jammer to the ground.
The jammer on jammer action is always exciting. You don't see it too much, but when it happens, it's generally a nice hit. Good photo opportunity for our photographers. Hit Squad, Anti-Razzie.
It's so much fun to knock another jammer out when you're jamming. If you can, it's fun.
And we're another official timeout. Nitro, you really should announce. You can just, like scream random things and you'd be perfect. I mean, heckling is fine. Is everybody enjoying their weekend in Pittsburgh? If you're having, you guys can definitely be louder than that. If you're having fun here in the great city of Pittsburgh, make some noise.
Valderrama 010203 says, "Eso debido Disazoteca 65 Baleando Cumbias. Psychotic Rage 123. Heck yeah, Juke, you're doing awesome. Gracia Gacela OC Vamos Perversa." I'm like a minute late on these comments. I can't multitask. I apologize. Cholarola, me encanta le nombre. And I know what that means, and I'm so proud of myself. Frank Blood 17, go Riot. Bitrixkido, Vamos Perversa. Psychotic Rage 123, time to start playing Back Wall Derby, LLC. I don't know what Backwall Derby LLC is. If somebody could enlighten me, that would be great. Yeah.
Waya, who is a skater for Austin, I believe, said Pittsburgh is dope, always a blast. We like to hear that about our city. If you're watching on Twitch and you like what you see, we do have a PayPal. You can donate to the league. We will have a QR code on the screen at intermission.
Thank you, YF440, for the compliment. We'd like to think so. Tristes Tigerex says, woo.
Oh, Waya, hearts back to you.
Because too many consonants together. Says, venga disorder. Subject 6 excess says, woo, Becky, good defense. I guess it's woo, Becky. Woo, Becky. I can't say Becky without saying it like, oh my God, Becky. So I'm sorry to everyone who is named Becky. Psychotic rage. 1, 2, 3. Correct time to take the back wall instead of running to the front of the pack. Am I giving away derby strategy online? Is that bad? I don't know, but.
How many people are in our stream? What does it say?
Wow, we have 113 viewers on Twitch. Some of them might be sitting down here. You know, it's like a baseball game. You're at the game, you're listening to the radio, so you can get the what the announcers are saying. Makes it more exciting.
Eva McDowell says, let's go LLC. Break Blood 17. Go Adam. The king of Echo Park says, go LLC.
LCC is Lane County Concussion.
Oh, okay.
Go technology.
We love our tech team on Pittsburgh Roller Derby, enabling us to stream and use computerized NSO things. All very cool. I hate paperwork.
So it looks like our penalty counts. It looks like, wow, pretty clean game so far. It looks like 8 penalties total for disorder and 17 for Lane County.
You'll notice our NSOs have fancy tablets instead of having to.
Nitro he's probably the head of our stream team. He's put so much time and a small fortune into making this possible.
167 from Lane County gets out for Lee Jabber.
No running at the pool. That's what Nitro wants.
That would be someone who is not on the list.
Oh, it's not a touchdown.
167. Number 75, Beat Show is out, not lead.
And Adam Switter cut.
And Lane County Shammer
Adam
calls it
Switter
off.
calls it off. Nitro, is anything you want to say to anybody out on the track?
What?
Is
Way
there
to
anything
go,
you want to say to
Adam.
anybody out here?
Says
I
Native
love
Mama.
the NSOs with the tablets.
Another from Dropkick
Perfect.
Daisy. Woohoo, go Adam. That would be Adam Splitter, I believe, on that last jam, I'm assuming. Little pile up on the start line there. Six, 9, blocking with the head, I believe. So they will have to sit in the box.
Looks like Kevinator is out as lead.
Power jam for disorder. Hopefully they can make the most of that.
Dropping this.
And that works to Kevinator's advantage with a 4-point pass, having to do much less work. Oh, is nice because jammers do a lot of work. It's always nice to do less work. Kevinator stuck in a 4-wall, then a 3-wall, followed soon by a 2-wall. And that 2 wall is successful at knocking Kevinator to the floor.
Kevinator gets pushed to the ground and calls it off.
With my feet hurt with my shoes on and without the shoes on. It's not fair. It feels good to be up here away from them because I can go barefoot.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Looks like 55 for disorder. Let's see. Erbamala up against
I
number
think that was
16
an
Juke.
L and it should have been an I on our sheet. So it's not us, it's a
Erbamala.
typo.
It looks like Erbamala is out. But Juke is very closely behind and catching up. That's a strategy here in roller derby, is to get points and then call the jam to prevent the other team from scoring. Looks like Lane County got 2 before they called it off.
Dropkick Daisy says, "Get it, Juke." More compliments for Adam Splitter. Adam Splitter, you're the best from Dropkick Daisy. And we're off on the another jam, number 1353. Doing some jammer shoulder action. But it looks like we'll be Disorder's jammer, who is lead. Bicho, number 75. For lead, through on the outside. Fighting up against 711, then number 60. Oh, friendly fire there as the jammer collides into his own blocker. That's okay. As far as I know, you can sacrifice back blocking your own team. Not that I encourage it, but if it happens, I understand.
Yeah, that seems like a bold move. Let's see how it pays off.
If you're jamming for me and I happen to be in your way, back block me, run over me, that's okay. Get your points. I was in your way, it's my fault.
I mean, sometimes you just have to sacrifice for the points.
Just like you throw your teammates if you're trying to make an offensive hole for yourself. That's what they're there for.
Looks like Kevinator back out there for Disorder. Adam Splitter out there for Lane County. Adam Splitter getting drawn back.
Number 167. Removing the star. Doing a little star stash to try and confuse the opposition. I don't know where Disorder's jammer is. Maybe they're
Let's
in
see
the box.
what,
They
let's
are
see
in the
what
box.
Adam Splitter. Oh, Adam Splitter looks like he's going to the box.
Stars passed to 5-0.
They did pass it before they went to the box. So looks like we're gonna have a 2-minute jam.
Number 50, Hot Fuzz with a star. Good movie, by the way. Good choice. Hot Fuzz breaking on through for 4 points, followed closely by Kevinator. Breathing down Hot Fuzz's neck. With a fast pack to try and keep the jam from the score. Number 69, knocking out 5-0. Hot Fuzz gets recycled. And 6-9 is out with a forearm.
Kevinator juking on that line.
Kevinator with a nice little hop on the outside, but is taken out by number 13 of Lane County, Photobomb.
So it looks like it's 73-50 in favor of Disorder. Still a close game. Still anybody's game. There's a lot of derby left to play. A 13-point lead can go away in, well, one jam. So
Cholarola with a shout out to Zero. Some emojis. I don't speak emoji, unfortunately, so I can't help you. Gracella OC Bicho El MVP de Mi. Number 6 getting and out on the outside, number 6, this for disorder.
Jovi Mame out as lead for disorder coming into that tough duo for Lane County. Jovi Mame
Penalty.
going to the box. They will lose lead. It's going to be a 2-minute jam.
Not sure what the penalty is on Disorder Jammer, but Disorder Jammer having to sit in the box. Power Jam for Lane County. Hot Fuzz with the star. Running into a tripod and getting through for 4 points. No pack call means that both packs will have to reform or get called on a penalty. 5-0 getting called on a back block, so now Disorder has the Power Jam advantage. Number 6, trying to get through on the outside, is thwarted by Lane County.
And as the period clock expires, that means that when this jam ends, it'll be the end of the period.
And Disorder number 6 is through for 4 hard-fought points.
Looks like we're into intermission. We'll wait for the jam refs to report their points.
Disorder Jammer very happy about those 4 points, which
It's looking like the score at intermission is going to be Disorder 80, Lane County 54. Public service announcement for those of you here at Pittsburgh Indoor Sports Arena. The kitchen does close in about 30 minutes, so if you're looking to get a last-minute bite to eat, it might be time to head upstairs to the pub. I heard the food's really good. I have not had it yet, but I've heard it's really good. We'll see you back in about 10 minutes.
Getting ready to start the second half. Again, my name is Sayama Queso de Mondays from the movie Office Space, not Queso the Dip. Although I kind of am a dip.
Pussy 1-2.
And the second half has officially begun. Disorder at 80, Lane County at 54. Number 5, Yerabamba, jamming for Disorder, and 6-9.
I'm just going to impromptu jump in here on this microphone till Jam Burglar comes back. Nice work there by Ibermala, staying on his feet, and inbounds is your lead jammer.
Hi, I'm Pinky Don't You Dare. Oh, wait, no, I'm Jam Burglar. Never mind.
Party Boy, a little late to the lead jammer party, but trying to catch up. Not in time to score any points. Giving Disorder a quick 4, bringing the score from 84 to 54. 30 points can be 1 or 2 jams. So
Whoa.
have no sweeping leads today in any of today's games. Once again, the maker of Lisinopril, please sponsor us because some of us have high blood pressure today.
Everybody's excited to be your friend.
And it looks like Disorder's jammer is through for lead. That would be number 7-5, Nahal.
Sideshow calling it off.
Two points. And that last jam scored by Disorder, none for Lane County. In case you didn't hear, 5 seconds. And once again, we have number 20, Kevinator, jamming for Disorder. And for Lane County, we have number... Oh, and a blocker apex jump. Put that on your bingo card. Number 1337 for Lane County with the star.
The right fighting Disorder's walls, and he gets through.
Some little
For
hops
lead.
gets out on the outside for lead jammer. Kevinator sent to the box. So we have a power jam for Lane County and a
Nice apex
apex jump with 4 points. Dozer, much like Nitro, please be more enthusiastic, okay?
Yay.
Hate it when people are duds, you know?
Hi, Mom.
Thank you to our EMTs as well as
Wow.
all of our volunteers. But some of us, like me, have no idea what to do in a crisis, so it's nice knowing that people are able to do so. God forbid there's an accident. We hope it never happens. But we play derby, and that's what happens. And number 6-9 is through for the jammer. Party Boy.
Oh, well, I don't think I should speak to that one.
So literally that.
Number 5-5 out of the pack. Yerabamala.
Big hit.
And once again,
And he's up.
points are stolen. Got to be quick on those call-offs or your points will get stolen. Jammers are sneaky people.
What's that?
And we're back.
And as the whistle blows, we have number 1-6 skating for Lane County.
Juke exploding through the wall. 5-3 for Disorder. Going to catch him.
Bicho trapped behind a wall of green and black blockers, but is sent to the box for a forearm penalty. Juke trying to skirt on the outside.
Funny guy.
You can't pay me in trouble.
What?
I say,
And jumps through, skirts through, I should say, to get on the inside line and score at 4 points. Looking for some help from the offense.
Nice apex
But
jump
doesn't need any.
for 4 points.
Drew trying to push through a tripod again, getting some resistance, but breaking on through for another 4 points. Coming up against a tough Disorder blocking duo, trying to get through on the outside and is thwarted, but decides to call it off.
And Juke calling it off. Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? She's not paying attention to me. She's like, that's not my kid. Just so everyone knows, I'm talking to one of the medics.
Speaking of dinner, big thank you to official head case for providing much of the food that the staff consumed today. Very.
No, I'm trying to ask my mom what's for dinner, but she's ignoring me because she's like, you're embarrassing me.
And she says, "What are you buying us?"
It's okay. Oh, we're back to the Derby action.
Have a spread out
167 Alex
back.
Flitter versus number 2,
Kevin Nader.
2-0 Kevin Nader.
Kevin Nader emerges as lead jammer. 167 going to the box for a back block, giving Disorder a power jam. Lane County number 50
Kevin Nader with
going to the box.
Kevin Nader with a quick feet to get through that wall. And Kevin Nader calling it off.
Derby, we like to be close together, but not in the penalty box, unfortunately for Lane County.
Just being stupid because they
Have
handed me a microphone, so I'm
two
just
blockers and a jammer in the
annoying you.
box.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, no. And the jam is called off due to technical difficulties. Looks like
we're in an official
looks
review.
like we tried to have two jammers on the track, one in the box, one on the track. Not sure how that would work.
So while we're in this official review, I do see some of the Pittsburgh Derby brats in the building. They did win their regional, and they are going to DC to play for the National JRDA Championship. When do you guys play?
So somehow Lane County had one jammer in the box and one jammer on the track, which is not allowed.
They will be in DC July 15th and 16th, battling for the National Championship for the Junior Roller Derby Association. That's the future of Pittsburgh Roller Derby. Smashberry waving. The microphone dead?
Number 5-5 Disorder.
I still can't pronounce that
Pushing
name.
through two blockers, getting through.
Number 55 for Disorder is your lead jammer. No, he's your lead jammer and just scored 4 points. A little bit of a stumble, but gets past for 4 points.
And Disorder makes it up to the Hundo bracket. Lane County only 25 points behind. have more than 20 minutes left in the game, enough for anybody to turn it around. Most of these games have been back and forth lead changes. This one is no exception. Disorders, Jammer are trying to juke their way through. Skirts by on the inside with some fancy toe stop work for 4 points. 1-3-3-7 back on the track for Lane County. Jumps in and almost makes an apex hop on the straightaway, but is denied.
Looks like 969 for Lane County going to the box for a stop block. In roller derby, when you do make contact, you do have to keep moving in a counterclockwise direction.
The Riot, number 1337, getting knocked off the inside line once again.
And calling off the jam.
Big scoring jam for Disorder. It looks like that was almost 25 points, maybe more. At least 20 points on that jam for Disorder, bringing them to 121 with Lane County at 75.
Looks like timeout Lane County. Some really good derby this weekend so far. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. The winner of the tournament gets a very fancy trophy.
And $10,000 in cool points if you win. So
What
all
do
the
cool points buy?
10,000 cool points.
Is that in a lump sum, or is that paid out over time?
You just get 10,000 cool points. That's
Oh.
all. You're very cool.
What does a cool
Everybody's
point look
cool.
like? Oh, it's yeah.
Everybody's cool, but the winning team gets more cool points because they won.
But announcers get 10,001 cool points for being cool. Oh wait, we probably just get like one cool point, but I'll take it.
Casella OC, our Cholarola Yay JRDA, thank you for that shout out. Casella OC, go Yarabamala, get those points. Your shout out sent a lot of good mojo because those points were gotten. Yarabamala, 28 puntos. So I guess that means it was 28 points. Thank you, Balaxna, for being able to count because you're more skilled than I am. I can only announce. I can't count points at the same time.
So we have a shout out to our jam timer Honcho for having lovely hair. That's coming from the Twitch stream. Colarola?
Como se dice man bun en español?
How do you say man bun in Espanol? Hey Siri.
Hacho Cholarola says Jam Timer has lovely hair. I like the chonguito, so I guess a man bun is called a chonguito. Chonguito? Hamanzalvo says 0. Fire emoji times 3.
Colagita?
Goranox sends love to Disorder.
What did I say wrong? I'm waiting for a response.
Wait for the Twitch stream to tell you what you said wrong. Our
Okay,
Twitch
well.
stream, shout out to our Twitch stream for being so nice.
Yeah, they could be like, hey, this guy, like, he's really annoying, but so far they haven't said
I
that.
like nice people. Nice people get lots of cool points.
Bicho is our lead jammer for Disorder.
Bicho jamming literally right into the tripod, but is knocked on his feet by 969. Number 13, giving some resistance, but unfortunately it's the wrong way and gets called on a direction. Disorder's jammer pushing aside the blockers for a no pass, no penalty, but still scores 3 points. That is Bicho.
Yes. Truck Norris says, "Yay sports, go all 3 teams." There is 3 teams out there.
Bicho
There's-
gets Toto's Los Puntos in that jam.
There is 3 teams out there. There's that team, and another team.
Truck Norris says, Truck Norris 4x4, yay sports, go all 3 teams. Do you want to say the teams or 3 teams? I'm not sure. The floor and the spectators are also a team, says Cholarola.
And we're in official timeout.
Gasella OC says, let's go Perversa. So that is who is on the jam line, Perversa for Disorder.
I don't know who else. I've shouted out everything. Asked my mom what's for dinner, and she just went.
Cholarola also gives a shout out to the camera team. That would be Nitro and Company. Nitro, Nick Dozer at CJ, Jackson with the camera. Anybody who's worked the camera today, I can't keep track of you all. I think Ario Meanwagon also was the camera operator today. You're all awesome. Vamos Mancha says Labia Metal 14. Perversa pushing up against number 1337 and Blocker Buddy. And sadly, Perversa is in the box with a forearm penalty. Lane County's jammer getting some hard knocks from Disorder. Not out yet. That is number 6'9", Party Boy. Party Boy hitting into a tough wall of Disorder. Knocked on the ground, does a nice backwards flip. I think some of our Derby people are also enrolling in gymnastics class, because y'all are super athletic. Number 13 trying to do some offense for Party Boy. So far is unlucky. And Perversa is out, but not lead jammer. Number 6'9", Party Boy, is lead, which means that Party Boy can call off the jam at any time, being lead. Party Boy looks to be looking for some point. Goes down on the outside and calls off the jam.
Last one today, I'll just do normal, but tomorrow we'll do it.
So 2 points on that last pass for Perversa, 3 points for Party Boy.
The one time in that too. The thing to
Testing. Oh.
Currently at Disorder at 128, Lane County at 7-8. Disorder increasing their lead. Jam start begins, and number 16 jamming for Lane County. Excellent line work getting out for lead. That is Juke. Kevin Nader, number 20, jamming for Disorder, getting their legs tangled up with number 711. Unfortunately, Lane County takes all of the points.
Off. Hey, turn that down.
this game next week.
I don't know. It got really loud.
Why is my volume so?
Testing. 1, 2, testing, testing. There you go. Still too loud?
You
Is it
don't
still
need
too
those
loud?
eardrums.
We're back to the action. It looks like number 55. Up a little bit, maybe?
5. Yermamala. No puedo hablar
Is-
today.
Is the sound good down there in the arena? Turn it up just a bit. We can't hear you, Nitro. Turn up the.
Sorry, earlier I mistook Don Juan for Party Boy. Lo siento mucho. Sorry about that.
Next year, we're gonna put the soundboard next to the announcers.
I often get my jammers confused, especially if they have similar jamming styles. But this time, I'm not confused. It is number 75, Bicho, out for lead jammer. Lane County's jammer, that is Juke, getting through on the inside line.
And it looks like
Bicho getting told to call off the jam and does so.
Bicho calling it off by
1 point
Nitro.
scored.
What are you playing? Nitro.
Perversa jamming for Disorder, pushing through a tough group of Lane County blockers, gets knocked back. On her feet again, 1 to beat. And running up the inside line, or lead for Perversa. Oh, I'm sorry, that was number 6.
Main.
That's Kilby Main. Number 6, Kilby Main for lead jammer. On the outside line, oh, almost makes it, but back foot goes out of bounds. Kilby Main, a quick juke. Direction called on 711. They will go to the box and have a seat. Six, 9, Don Juan. Trying to get through.
Here we go.
Passing the star off to 1337.
Testing, testing. Ah,
Lane County coming to the assistance of their jammer. Getting through maybe, I don't know. Deciding
aha!
that
I have hacked into the live stream.
Uh-oh.
Kilby Main through on the outside line. Calls off the jam.
And that's a 12-point jam for Disorder.
Disorder increasing their lead, now at 141 to Lane County at 7-9. Both teams have been working super hard with nice tight walls and shapes. The jammers are working very hard, and I'm sure everyone's tired. Number 1-3, Lane County for lead jammer. As Photobomb.
Photobomb is your lead jammer.
Kevin Nader from Disorder struggling to get out of the pack, met with 2 tough blockers. Medic is on the way. Looks like Kevin Nader had a hit to the face, specifically the mouth. Took a hard hit while jamming in that last one. 5 seconds is called, and Lane County just gets to the floor on time. And disorder for lead jammer. Bamala with lead. And passes untouched on the inside line. Lane County's jammer pushing up against the tough tripod. Juke unable to get through. And a cut call for Juke will give Disorder a jammer advantage on as a power jam.
Hello.
Hello. Oh.
Penalty box getting a lot of visitors in and out.
It is on a different. Oh. I don't know.
9:13 and counting left in the game. Disorder at 156 and Lane County at 83. Brief
Yeah, and
timeout.
I'm getting a lot.
Everyone, after this, we have one more game. And back here on Sunday morning for more Derby enjoyment.
Yeah, because I mean, it's so. So this has been the largest point differential of the day. It's been a decent derby. It's actually this is an exciting game too.
Both teams
Derby with your
working
friends
very
is always a good time.
Jammers and blockers working very hard, putting up a lot of tight shapes and tight walls.
We're having a discussion in the middle of the track.
Game is on again.
And we're back.
What? Ice cold? I can't believe it. I should just say, yeah, that's what happens when you play trivia.
And for your lead jammer, we have Bicho. Pabman Zalvo says Disorder. Trace Days Tigrix, Bicho para MVP ×2. Bicho through for 4 points. Lane County's jammer number 16. That is Juke. Still trying to get through the pack. Hands his Nancy off to
Start
number
pass
13.
photobomb.
Disorder quite happy with the number of points in that jam. Calls it off before the new appointed jammer from the pivot is able to get close to the pack. Currently at 164, Disorder 8-3, Lane County. 8 minutes and counting in the game. And we are off again as the whistle blows. Number 1337 for Lane County. Jamming breaks out first, but coming up against a tight wall of blockers. throws one to the ground and is lead jammer. Very hard fought for the Riot. He is lead jammer. The Riot getting knocked out on the outside by number 8 Perversa. Perversa taking 1-3-3-7 all the way back. Fighting against a tripod of Lane County blockers. Disorder is going to make it tough for Lane County's jammer to score any points. They want to hold on to that lead. The Riot pushes through that tripod, gaining a little bit of space. Gets a little bit of offense, but unable to capitalize on it. Decides to call off the jam. Two points on that last pass for the Riot.
Hello, hello? Can you hear me? You can hear me. These moments of like total silence are just so bizarre in this venue.
Yeah, I'm so used to music, but like the music makes it too loud for calls to be heard. So we like our calls to be heard so we don't get a bunch of in-subs. Kevin Nader as the lead jammer.
Oh, and that floor must be slick. Kevin Ader taking himself out.
0 going to the floor and also going off the track on any penalty call. Number 6-9, Don Juan, jamming for Lane County, up against 2 blockers. Party Boy trying to hit Don Juan out, 69 versus 69.
Oh no, Don Juan being called on a track cut heading to the penalty box. So as soon as Don Juan sits down, that frees Kevin Ader to return to the track. But Don Juan will only have to serve the same amount of time as Kevin Ader. So this will be a quick jammer rotation.
Disorder forming a wall, but Don Juan gets past the first one. However, another wall is formed, and Don Juan finds that one a bit tougher, but is able to get through on the inside. This will go to the full 2 minutes as both jammers have visited the penalty box. Nobody gets to call it off. No call-offs for you, no call-offs for you. Both jammers held in a tripod, unable to get through. Disorder edging up to 170 as Lane County at 85. Lots of direction coming from each of the benches. And number 5-5, Ierbamala is out for lead jammer for Disorder. Tries to get through on the out, but is denied. Calls it off immediately. Right now, Disorder could kill time if they so desired. I'm not saying that would make for fun derby though, so I think we're gonna have jammers doing what they do best and jam. But rather than put themselves in any kind of peril, jammers with a comfortable lead will relax a little.
So this is a power start for Bicho and Disorder.
Bicho doing some hardcore juking, gets through or lead.
Yes, nice one-footed spin there. Gets lead, and Don Juan released from the penalty box.
More fancy footwork from Bicho. Bicho with the awesome Ficho because his feet can do anything, it seems.
Bicho just cruising around on a Saturday afternoon skate, letting Don Juan pass. And just as Don Juan passes, calls off the jam. So we're down to a little, almost a minute and a half, minute 35 left in this game, and it looks like we are getting a timeout. Disorder with a significant lead here, 174 to 85. I feel like Disorder has been kind of the tournament darling so far. Everyone loves a Disorder. I'm throwing hearts out there. Hearts in my eyes for all the skaters on the track today.
Johnny Pepper 3 with a shout out to Hit Squad TV.
I just happened to look over and see that.
Cholarola, Vamos al Party. Gaciela OC, Davido Soy 2 Fan. Cholarola, End of Jam, SHINAN.I.Ganas, GANAS. Another shout out from Hub Monsalvo, Part 2 Party Boy with a fire emoji. La Baby Metal 14, Vamos Disorder. Disorder with 3 E's in it. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say disorder or just disorder with enthusiasm. Gussie, I think it's Gassila OC, Let's Go Kilby. Johnny Pepper 3, Happy Catterday, skate friends. Anybody here fans of cats?
Of course. Hello, your tournament head announcer is a absolute phenomenal cat lady here. I actually saw that it was Cat Domination Day today. Saw that some photos from CAR, the Humane Animal Rescue League, had some members of the Steelers there posing with adorable kittens, and I just want to go hug kitty cats now.
But to those that have cats, isn't every day Cat Domination Day? I mean, seriously.
I mean, it depends on what kind of cat you have. When they're orange, no, they have no brain cells.
And we have number 16 Juke just running up that inside line for an easy lead. Then again, we don't have that many blockers on the track. And Juke will take those points and have a seat. Penalty box getting a lot of action right now.
Yeah, Juke calling that off while
If the
half of
penalty
his blocking contingent is still in the penalty box.
If the penalty box was your grandmother, she would be happy because she's getting a lot of visitors.
I think Queso just killed me. That was such a dad joke. Oh, dying.
Hashtag dad joke.
So Kevinator off the line quickly, going one-on-one, gets around the last blocker, is your lead jammer, but we've got number 1337.
1337 hustling there. Jammers move so fast, it never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, that's the Riot. The Riot was up here earlier today working the camera. I love all these multifaceted folks here in Derby, announcing, working the camera crew, reffing, NSOing, skating. We very much appreciate everybody involved in this tournament. And so polite. The Riot tries to do a little bit of a apex jump, doesn't quite make it, lands on one of the Disorder skaters, gives a little sorry, and resets.
One, 3, 3, 7, really having a great jam out there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lots of enthusiasm from Disorder as they are in the lead, and the jam clock
Again, I love a good chant.
goes down, down, down. 20 seconds left in the entire jam. Nobody calling it off. Everybody wants to go to the very end, it appears. Or we're going to go to the end of this jam.
Uno! And the countdown from Disorder.
And congratulations, Disorder, on another win today. They won their first game of the morning, and they just took the win today. That puts them in a good position. Stay tuned for our next game coming up at, well, about half an hour from now.
Probably was, and that's going to be Chicago Bruise Brothers against Austin Anarchy.
Should be another great game as well. Please give a high five to all of our skaters. They did such a fantastic job out there.
And we still are at an unofficial score, but that rolling whistle signifies the end of the game. Our final score, Disorder 180, Lane County Concussion 96.
Thank you for all the supporters out on the Twitch feed. Sorry if I didn't get to read all your comments. You're all fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the Derbyverse in person. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Queso. I am Pinky Donchadero. I will be joining you again here shortly on our next bout. Take a minute, go refill your beverage, get a snack, prepare yourself for our final game of the day.